Okay. All right, good morning, everybody. We are live with the load board report this morning. So give me just a moment and we'll get started. Let me get set up, start sharing some stuff. Okay, if y'all will forgive me for just one moment, we're gonna go ahead and start. Let me share this out to some places real quick. Y'all give me just one moment. I'm sharing this out to some places. Let me share it to one more place. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. This is Calvin Butler with the RBBS Logistics Learning Centers and the National Dispatchers Network. I'm going to start my recording so we can go ahead and get started and have this on my computer and on the cloud as well. All right. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy New Year. This is 2022, and let's get the year started off right. We are back in our new year with the load board report, a weekly review of what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to load and freight availability. As always, we give away free freight during the load board report. So if you are an owner operator out there or a dispatcher who is looking for loads for your owner operators, give us a call this morning, 866-973-6445. We look up loads on our most popular load boards that we give access to all our members to. That's right. All of our members and students get access to the load boards that we pay for. So our members and students don't pay for load boards. That's just one of the tools and resources that you all receive in your back office when you join our training and networking platform. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. If you all want to call this morning to get free loads, you can call 866-973-6445, extension 2, and you will reach me this time in the morning. No matter what extension you hit, you're going to reach me anyway. So again, that's 866-973-6445 to reach me and get free loads, which means I will find loads for you and give you all the contact information to the broker, what the load is paying, the whole 9 yards, where it picks up, where it drops off, the whole 9 yards, and give it to you free of charge, no dispatch fee. We won't charge you any dispatch fees. Now, normally, my dispatch firm does charge 10% on the dispatch fee when we locate freight for owner operators, for our owner operators. But during the load board report, we provide that as a free service during our 1 hour show that we have every morning broadcast live here on YouTube. So I want to welcome you all to the new year, 2022. Let's get started off right with the load board report. As always, let me start sharing my screen. All right, let's go over here to our back office site, tools, resources. As you all know, this is sponsored by the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. You can reach us at the RBBSLLC.com or the RBBSLLC.org is to our RBBS Logistics Learning Center vocational school site, and to reach our online training site, which is the National Dispatchers Network. That address is mydispatcher.org. That's mydispatcher.org. That's singular, not plural, mydispatcher.org. As always, our members and network members who are subscription paying members can access our back office tools and resources. As you all can see here, you have areas that the public can access: private consultations, who are we, our homepage, but everything under this more section is for our members only. So you're not going to be able to access this if you're going to our website if you're not part of our network or a subscription paid member or a member of our platform and network. But our students and our members get access to all these resources within our back office, and it saves them money, somewhere in the neighborhood of $400 to $500 per month. Because they don't have to pay for load boards. We give them access to more than 100 load boards. They don't have to pay for shippers lists because we give them access to more than 19 million plus shippers. They don't have to pay for owner-operators locator site because we give them access to a site where they can locate every owner-operator registered in every state. We provide them with all their scripts, contracts, documents, forms, everything they need to run their dispatch firm. We also provide them access to our logistics library that has every word, phrase, and term ever used in trucking. So they kind of know what they're talking about, and they don't sound like they're completely foreign to the industry when they're talking to truckers and these truck drivers. They know how to speak the language, so they get the access to our library. So if someone says something or puts out a phrase that they don't quite understand or don't know what it means, they can go and look it up right away, and bam, they're in the know. We also give them access to our logistics video library, which has more than 140,000 hours of operational training videos. Come on, who gives you that much video content? No one, but we do. Okay, so we give you that. Plus, we get a whole lot more access to our private consultations, where you can book and schedule a private consultation with myself or with any of our experts who are consultants with the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. Now, private consultation, those are not free unless you have a premium membership, which is $99 per month, and that comes with 3 hours of private consultations with yours truly every month. That's a $300 value. Why? Because we charge $100 per hour for our private consultations. So without further ado, let's get started. Go into our back office. All right, here we go. Our back office is pulling up now. And you notice here in our back office, one of the first things you see when you get to our back office, you see where it says start with this video. This is where all of our members go and they get to watch this video first. This explains where everything is in the back office and how to work everything. And we have a series of videos here called the How to Dispatch series. This is from step 1 through step 6. Everything you need to know about dispatching. You know, where to find the carriers, how to find owner operators, what to say to them in the pitch, how to present your dispatch agreement, how to fill out a dispatch agreement and your carrier profile form, load management and acquisitions, where to go to find loads, and how to search load boards, and how to use load boards, all the way up to invoicing and getting paid. So there are 6 steps there that we provide for you. Each one of those videos is about an hour to an hour and a half long. Very, very good content. You all need to check that out. And of course, down here we have our tools and resources there. We provide all different types of calculators and Raycon worksheets and things like that. We have our agreements, forms, and documents where you're going to find your sample dispatch agreement, your broker carrier agreement, your broker shipper agreement, a sample onboarding site, your dispatch agreement, your profile form, you know, everything you're going to need to run your business. And of course, the load boards, where you get access to more than 100 load boards. Now, as you can see here, we have approximately 16 load boards that are on this Rolodex. And within this Rolodex, we have another source in here that gives you access to an additional 91 load boards. So that is more than 100 load boards. Now, I'm not going to show you all our access. So I'm going to pause my screen here for a minute while I log into our go-to load board, which you'll see here in a moment, which is direct freight. That's where we do most of the searches for our stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and log in here. But before I log in, let me pause my screen because I don't want y'all peeking at our access codes. Okay, one moment. Let me pause this, get my cursor working right here. Here we go. There we go. Let me pause the share here for a moment. There we go. Sharing is now paused. And now I am free to access what I need to access without you all peeking at our access codes. All right, we are back. All right, as you can see, we are now back, and we are on our load board, which is one of our load boards that I like to use, which is direct freight. There's many reasons why I love this load board. It gives you, pretty much all the same features as you get with that load board called DAT, but it doesn't have the high price of DAT. So this is what we use, along with 91 other plus load boards that we use to access the loads and stuff that are out there in the country. All right. One of the reasons why I like this, because we go to our load map and it gives us a snapshot of the country. And let's give you a rundown of what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to load and freight availability. All right. This morning, we're going to start off with Florida. Here in the sunny state of Florida, which is my hometown, there are 2,055 loads that are available in Florida. In Georgia, we have 2,225 loads available in the state of Georgia this morning. In South Carolina, we have 1,247 loads available. In North Carolina, we have 1,231 loads available. In Virginia, we have 1,064 loads available. In West Virginia, we have 210 loads available. In Ohio, we have 2,056 loads available. In the state of Pennsylvania, PA, we have 1,924 loads available. In the state of New York, kicking off this 2022, we have 1,357 loads available. In the state of Maine, we have 211 loads available. In Vermont, we have 125 loads available. In New Hampshire, 77 loads available. Massachusetts, 711 loads available. Rhode Island, big 34 loads available. In Connecticut, we have 420 loads available. In New Jersey, we have 955 loads that are available coming out of the New Jersey area. In Delaware, we have 304 loads available. In Maryland, we have 693 loads available. That's up there close to Washington, D.C., by where the president is, y'all. So that's where those loads are coming from. Over here, in Michigan, we have 1,381 loads available. In Indiana, 1,927 loads available. In Kentucky, we have 984 loads available. In the great state of Tennessee, we have 1,261 loads available. In Alabama, we have 2,345 loads available. In Louisiana, we have 624 loads available. Mississippi, that MISSISSIPPI, we have 625 loads available. In Arkansas, we have 1,493 loads available. In the great state of Missouri, the show me state, we have 1,148 loads available. In Illinois, we have 2,851 loads available up there around the Chi-Town area. Y'all know what that means. In Wisconsin, we have 1,594 loads available. In Minnesota, I misspoke. Minnesota, we have 1,343 loads available. Breaking on down to our loads, we have 741 loads available. Over here in Kansas City, we have 671 loads available. In the Oklahoma, 556 loads available. In the great state of Texas, they are leading the charge, as always, with 5,120 loads available. In New Mexico, that is, 483 loads available. In Colorado, we have 1,112 loads available. I think they have lifted that ban on Colorado. All the truckers now, since the gentleman has gotten his sentence the governor had lowered that gentleman's sentence down from 110 years to just 10 years. Truckers are now running back in Colorado again. Now, I don't expect the loads to be extremely high like there was while the ban was on, but we will see. We're going to take a look at Colorado since we were kind of boycotting Colorado for a while, but we're going to take a look at Colorado and see what the loads are coming out of this state. In Nebraska, we have 554 loads available. In South Dakota, 347 loads available. North Dakota, 185 loads available. Now, for those of y'all who don't know, South Dakota, North Dakota, up in these areas right here, those are usually some single-digit load counts, 20 loads, 60 loads, 40 loads. I've seen them as low as 8 loads. So to have 347 loads and 185 loads, that's really doing good. That's some pretty good freight count up in that area, considering what the norm is. Okay, in Montana, 576 loads available. In Wyoming, the great state of Wyoming, where the Cowboys roam, and all that good stuff, we have 427 loads available. In Utah, we have 1,276 loads available. In Arizona, hot Arizona, we have 794 loads available. In the great state of California, we have 3,779 loads available. In Nevada, Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas. Well, y'all know I can't sing, but in Nevada, we have 656 loads available. Oh, we just had a refresh here. In Indiana, in Idaho, 1,429 loads available. I think we covered Montana. If I didn't, let me make it again. 577 loads in Montana. In Oregon, up there in the Ashley Mountains. Oh, if y'all don't know about them, I know about them Ashley Mountains. Believe it or not, I used to be an owner operator. I used to drive up there in the Ashley Mountains. Treacherous. But anyway, in Oregon, we have 2,599 loads available. And in the great state of Washington, upstate Washington, up there in Mount Wichitahatchee, or whatever they call that, where they got that Walmart distribution center up there, way up in the clouds. 1,551 loads available. And in case some of you all are super truckers out there in Alaska, have 6 loads. All right, so that is what's a look at what's going on in your neck of the wood when it comes to freight and load availability. Let's check with our YouTube people real quick here to see what we got going on YouTube. Who's joining us this morning? We have Kathy Taylor this morning. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Good morning. We have Jack Curtis over at VOM. Jack says VOM red. I don't know what that means, Jack, but hey, back at you. Okay, so far we got 2 watching. Let's see if we got anybody on Facebook who are watching us right now. Let's check out our Facebook presence to see if anybody's watching us on Facebook. Doesn't look like we have any watchers on Facebook on our 2 sites that we're broadcasting live on Facebook. We are broadcasting on Freight Dispatching 411. We're broadcasting on that, and we're broadcasting on the group Freight Dispatchers for Beginners 101 for Beginners or something like that. So I know that we're on those 2 because those are 2 that I shared with this morning. I'm just going to check our posts on there to see if we got any watchers, see if anybody's got any questions or anything like that. Now remember, if you want to load this morning, go ahead and give us a call. Give us a call this morning at 866-973-6445. That's 866-973-6445, extension 2. And you will reach me this morning right here live on this little phone right here, and we will look up some loads for you. Matter of fact, let me check to make sure, see if I paid my bill. I'll just play it. I'll just play it. All right. But yeah, give us a call this morning. And when you all call, you all should get this little.
Thank you for calling RBBS Transport LLC. If you know your party's extension, please enter it now. Or press 8 for the name directory. For recruiting, press 1. For training and certification, press 2.
All right. So that's what y'all gonna get. All right. So when you call, you're gonna get that message right there. You're gonna press 2. It's gonna transfer you right on over to me, and you're gonna tell me what state you are in and where you are, what city and state you're in, and you're looking for loads, what type of truck you have, what type of trailer you have, and I'm gonna look up some loads for you, and I'm gonna give them to you for free, for free, for free. That's right, Kathy. Laugh out loud. That's right. I'm giving away loads for free this morning. All right. It's 2022, y'all. It's going to be a great year. I know it is. I hope y'all know the same. All right. Let's get back over here to these loads. See what we got. Find our loads this morning. All right. I said we was going to look in Colorado this morning because we have been banned in Colorado. So we're going to take a look at Colorado. It's where we're going to do our kind of a morning training from. I use this platform every morning to show you all how to look for freight, okay, the right way, to show you all how we do it within our dispatch firm and how I train my students to look for loads. Because a lot of these places out here that train people, they just train you to go on load boards, find the highest paying load, and that's it. They don't show you how to, evaluate loads. They don't show you how to look for short mileage loads that pays you more money. They don't even show you how to connect these short mileage loads and find the ones that repeat daily, and then contact the brokers and turn those short mileage daily loads into dedicated lanes. Whoa. That takes a carrier or a driver from their home location to another location and brings them right back, or takes them from the home location to another location, then down to another location, then bring them right back, all in the same day. And those loads run 5 days a week. So an owner-operator is home every night, off every weekend. And generally speaking, these short range loads like that you connect and you turn into dedicated lanes, they generally pay anywhere from a $50 a 50-mile run paying $500, $600, $700 to a 80, 90-mile run or a 100-mile run that's paying more than $1,500. So if you connect just 3 of the 500-mile run, the $500 load runs together, and they're all running less than 100 miles, that's $1,500 a day, 5 days a week, off every weekend, home every night. People, I have been successful, and I've been successful at training our dispatchers to do this and connect their carriers and owner operators on dedicated freight, because sometimes you have to create dedicated lanes. And we show you how to create those dedicated lanes and then get your carriers, your drive-in carriers, earning somewhere between $390,000 to $600,000 a year on a dedicated lane. Whoo. Come on, people. Flatbed, $550,000 up to about $700,000 a year on dedicated lanes. Reefers, somewhere between $600,000 and up closer to $800,000, $900,000 a year on dedicated lanes. See, that's where it's all about. This is how you manage large numbers of owner operators, when you can do the work up front and create these dedicated lanes. That way you don't have to dispatch them every day. But because you've done the work beforehand and you taken that extra step and contact those brokers and look for those loads, and you've connected those loads and created those dedicated lanes, you put your owner operators on them, and then all you got to do from time to time, just go back and check on them. Call the broker every now and make sure everything's going okay. Contact the owner operator every now and then, make sure everything's going okay. I just dropped some knowledge on y'all. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and search here in Colorado. All right, does anybody have any type of loads you want me to search for? If you have an area you want me to search for, either type it in here on YouTube or type it in on Facebook, or just give me a call. I would prefer you give me a call, 866-973-6445, so I can look up freight for you live here on the show. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to do some blind searches here, see what we get. All right, do some blind searches. We got Colorado. Let's check Colorado. Let's do some blind searches just to see what's out there. All right, in Colorado today on our blind search, what? There we go, loaded up there in our blind search. Now I like to click this rate per mile. Some people like to click the pay rate. I don't really dig the pay rate, because the pay rate could be showing $5,000, but it could be going 4,000 miles. That ain't good. So I click rate per mile. That's what I normally click, rate per mile. Why? Because the rate per mile gives you your best value. Now, as you can see, Colorado still got some good paying freight up there, y'all. They still paying some good paying freight. Here's one that's leaving out, let's see, of Henderson, Colorado to Denver, Colorado. It's only going 13 miles. See what I mean by that short run freight? This is a reefer, okay? 13 miles, it's paying $600. That's $46.15 per mile. Now, some of y'all probably say, well, I will move my reefer for nothing less than $2,000. Yeah, but if you're doing that $2,000 and you got to run 1,300 miles, you ain't making no money, man. All right. So let's take a look at this reefer that leaves on the 3rd, which is this morning. All right. Leaving out of Henderson, North Carolina. I'm sorry, Colorado, going to Denver, Colorado, and that is a reefer. It is a full load. It is 43,000 pounds. It's paying $600, which is $46.15 per mile. If anybody is up in that area, you want that load, contact Coyote Logistics at 773-904-9709. That's a good paying load. But let's dig into this load a little bit. Let's click it. All right. Now, we got the load going, but that's only a 13-mile run. Quite naturally, you want to run some more freight that day, make some more money, right? So we're going to do what's called a reverse search. Let's check out the reverse search, because we know on this one, you got $600 made. So let's do that reverse search. See what we got coming back or going to another location. Because you can clearly run another load after you drop that one. Come on, just 13 miles, y'all. So on a reverse search, coming back, you got the same load. You can just run back and grab that load again if it's running again, but I don't see where it's running again today. Now, it's always a good thing to ask the broker, Mr. Broker, how many times a week did this load run? I always ask that on short run load. I always ask that on short run load. Because if any load is going to be repeatable, more than likely it's going to be a short mileage run load. Okay? So always make it a habit. Get it where it's just automatic to ask the broker, how many times a week does this load run? You might be surprised to find out that load runs every day. Now, if that happens, being such a short mile run, couldn't you put your driver on that load every day? Yeah, you pick that load up every day. It was just a short mile run. But anyway, let's look at these bike hauls here. Now, you can go 13 miles bike, but chances are that load, if you grab that load going, if it's not a repeatable load, it's already gone. I don't see where it says that it's repeatable or anything like that. So your best bet is to grab this load 63 miles on a deadhead, which is still decent. Deadhead 63 miles. It's going to take you to Fort Collins to pick it up, and you're going to go to Cheyenne, Wyoming, is where it's going to drop off at. Just 49 miles. So that basically you're running 63 miles plus 49 miles, which gives you what? Let's look out the old calculator. Bring up the old calculator. So by looking at the old calculator here, we got 63 miles on your deadhead and 49 miles on your trip miles. So 63 plus the 49 is going to give you 112 miles plus the 13 miles you ran already that morning. It's going to give you a total of 125 miles. So you can clearly run both those loads and still have time to what? Run a third load. Oh my God, we stacking up some money today, right? Because on this one, you go 63 miles, you pick it up, you run 49 miles, you make an extra $600. So now you got what? 500 plus 600. Right. Well, oh no, you got 600 plus 600. So now you got $1,200 so far. And you still got time to run another load. Now, you as a dispatcher, what would you do? How would you do this? First of all, you're going to contact the first broker. You're going to let him know that he can pick that load up. Contact Coyote. Let him know that you got a guy that can pick that load up early this morning, right? Then you're going to contact the second broker. Before he picks up that first load, You're going to contact that second broker already because you know that the first load is only going 13 miles. It ain't going to take the driver no time to get there. If he can pick that load up this morning, let's say at 7 a.m. or 7:30 this morning, right? He can grab it, be out of there by 9, right? Be on his way, 13 miles. Come on, that's just down the road, y'all. 13 miles, 13 miles, okay? He'll be there by 9:30, 9:40. Let's say it takes him 2 hours to unload, 10:30, 11:30. 11:30, he leaves, going 63 miles, takes him 2 hours. Let's say it takes him 2 hours to get there, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30. So you go ahead and tell this broker here at Surge Transportation, my guy can be there between 1 and 2 to pick that load up. Leaving it from Fort Collins, going to Cheyenne, Wyoming. He can be there between 1 and 2. So now the broker says, okay, that's fine. We can put a window in there for him to be there between 1 and 2. He got plenty of time to do it. Gets there, grabs that load, right? And then that's another $600 that he's made. He's only going 49 miles. So what are you going to do with that one? You're going to take this right here and you're going to search for another load. Now, where are you going to search for this load for? You're going to do a reverse search, but hold up. Let me show you what you're going to do here. Because if you're trying to run him back in a circle, you're going to try to run him back to where? To where? Does anybody know where you're going to run him back to? Henderson, Colorado. So what you're going to do with this third search, you're going to go in here. You're not going to put in put in that one. You're going to put in Henderson, Colorado. See if it pops up. We got a lot of HEs in here. Henderson. Oh, all right. I put in HEB. I'm sorry. HENDER. Where's my Henderson? Oh, there it is right there. Henderson, Colorado. You're going to put in Henderson, Colorado. And you got a 100-mile radius. And you're looking for a van or a reefer. Why? Because a reefer can pull a van load. Hint, hint, for those who don't know, reefers can haul dry van loads. Okay? So if you're having trouble finding reefer loads for your reefer, find them a dry van load. Just make sure that the trailer is cleaned out and it's dry. That's all it is, man. Come on, man. Help me out, man. I'm just trying to help y'all out a little bit here. All right, so you're going to search for that. Going back to Henderson, from Cheyenne back to Henderson, Colorado. All right, what do we have? You got stuff going back to Denver. Here's a 49-mile. Here's about your closest one right here. All right, you got, well, that's the one we just ran, so we don't want that one. That's the one we just ran. Looks like the closest one is going to take you about 71 miles out. Now, question is, do you have time to run that? Now, there is no price on this one, okay? There's no price on this one, but it's worth exploring, calling up the broker and trying to get the most money you can out of it. Okay, because on a 103-mile run, you got that one, 42,000 pounds. It's a van or reefer load, right? So you should be able to get some pretty good money out of it. Okay. Being 103 miles, I would try to get, I'm gonna be honest with you, being 103 miles and being a van or a reefer load and when, what's the weight on that thing? It don't even have a weight on it. Come to think of it, let's click on this. There's no weight showing, nothing like that. So I would call that broker up and I hit them with, being that it's a reefer or van load, I hit him with $5 a mile. That's what I would hit. I would hit him at $5.50 a mile and see if he bites at it. If he bites at it, if he even sounds like he's about to bite at it, you got it. You got it. I'm telling you. Because if you throw out that $5.50 a mile and you're up in the Colorado area, and freight is paying pretty good up around the Colorado area. So if you're throwing out that $5 to $5.50 per mile on a 100, what's the mileage on that thing again? The mileage is 100 and hold up. Am I looking at the right one? Is that 1,700 miles? Oh no, that's 1,700 miles. Oh, you can't run that one. All right, my bad. Let's get out of that one. You can't run that one. That's 1,700 miles. I'm looking at the wrong load. That you're not gonna be able to run that in one day. All right. Now you can grab it. You got time enough to grab it and run it. And for 1,700 miles, you can make some pretty good money. But it's gonna take you a minute to run that. You know, at least. Most you can do in a big truck, 600 miles, 625 miles a day. Up in the mountains, that's going to cut down to about 500 to 550 miles a day. If you're up in the Colorado area, especially up around Aurora. So yeah, that's going to take you, a minute to drive that many miles up in that area. I would stay away from that one unless they're paying somewhere like some serious money. Like for that right there, I have to have at least 7 to 8 grand minimum. In the mountains, that many miles, yeah, because it's gonna take you pretty much all week. In the mountains driving like that. So yeah, that's what I would have to have. But I stay away from that one if you're trying to run some short runs. All right, so let's go back up here. 103-mile run. Can you do a 100-mile run? Yeah. Can you do a 103-mile run? Yeah, you can do one of those too. Henderson to Denver, 13 miles, $600. That's the same one that we looked at this morning already. So we already grabbed that one going there. So you're looking at this one right here, Fort Collins to Cheyenne. That's the other one that we already grabbed. So really all you got is these right here, Denver to Denver. Is Denver that big? That Denver has 103 miles, Denver, Colorado to Denver, Colorado? Wow. That's a big area for Denver to Denver. But anyway, there you go. You go on 103 miles, but you're just going 0 miles on your trip mile. So yeah, so you're just picking up in Denver, taking it to Denver. So yeah, I would go for this right here. All right, and this was Landstar. So you're gonna go 103 miles. You add that to it, and let's see if you can make that. What do we got so far? We got 125 miles plus 103. Yeah, you can do that. So it's 3 runs in one day, 228 miles. That's your total mileage. Come on, you can do that easily. You can do that in one day. You can do it, okay? That's not hard. I mean, the average truck driver can drive 500, 600, 625 miles, I'm in a driving shift. 228 miles, that's a breeze. That's a breeze. And if I'm doing this Denver to Denver, I'm gonna ask for at least that right there, if not more. So you got the 666s, y'all. I hate to say it, but that's what you just to not have the 666. I say ask for 700. So you got 1,200 on your first 2 runs. So it's 600, 600. That's gonna 600, 600, which is gonna give you 1,200. All right. Let's calculate this out. You got 600, 600 gives you 1,200, and then you ask for 700 on that Denver run. If you get that 700 plus 1,200, you just made yourself $1,900 for the day, and you only ran 228 miles. So that divided by 228, you're averaging out $8.33 per mile. Okay, so that's not a bad take for the day. It's not a bad take for the day. Now, none of these that I saw have any indication that those might be repeatable loads. I didn't see where they ran several times on different days. Like this one, this Denver to Denver does. If y'all notice, this Denver to Denver, it runs, the weight is different, but on it's right here, 25,000, 25,000, 25,000, all Denver to Denver, and they're all flatbed or van. That's a repeatable run. You see here, it runs on the 7th, right? Picks up on the 7th. So it's probably not one available for today. So you might not be able to add that to a third run for the day because it does pick up on the 7th. But it also it does pick up on the 4th. But you got one from Denver that they're going on the 4th, but it's only 15,000 pounds. So that's a Denver to Denver also too. So chances are the load for today on that one is done, but they have one for tomorrow. So you can run these two up here today and then run that one tomorrow. If that one's available, then you could have ran that one on tomorrow or today. But let's check this out. Let's do, so we can go a little bit further miles out on your destination. Let's say 150 miles and see what we come up with. Because you got a couple of short runs there. I'm trying to see if there's another load you can pick up that's going to allow you to be able to run it back to where you started from and be able to run all three of those in one day. All right, we can go 200 miles. That'll still put us around 400 and some odd miles, which can be done in one day. Let's try that one. Still nothing. All right, so let's do this then. Let's cut back to 100 miles on this one, but let's go up to 150 miles on your deadhead or going to pick up a load. Y'all see? Do y'all see what I'm doing? I'm changing my parameters, but I'm still having the same distance, no matter how you put it. You got 100 miles on your destination, or 150 miles on your pickup. So I'm changing the parameters, but I'm still keeping them within the same guidelines to be able to run all three of those loads in one day. So here's what we got now: Cheyenne back to Henderson. What do we have here? We got some more loads that we can look at. We've got Saratoga, all right, which is going to take you, and this looks like it's a repeatable load. There's that repeatable load I was looking for. There's a repeatable load right there. We got Saratoga, Wyoming to Castle Rock, Colorado. And that load runs on the 4th, the 5th, runs on the 4th, the 5th, but it runs on the 3rd, the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th. There's your dedicated run right there. Okay, that's a dedicated run. That's a dedicated run. That's how you spot your dedicated run. Now, it's only paying $2.96 per mile, which is decent for a van or a flatbed. Okay, so it's decent for a dry van or flatbed. If it's a dry van, you can also run it with a reefer. Okay, it's 48,000 pounds, so you can run it in a reefer or you can run it in a dry van if you want to. Okay, and that's a dedicated run right there. Now, if you talk to these other brokers and it turns out that these two loads are also dedicated runs, then you got yourself something. Because then you can set that up with the brokers. And here's how I do it. I call all three brokers and put them on a conference call. I usually get them to come to me on a Zoom call, right? And I show them how they have loads that are connecting to each other by distance, city, where they're going and where they're going back to. Then I propose to them the driver who ran that load for you all today, because I go ahead and set that load up on each one of those, and I have my carrier to run all three of those loads. And then I propose to them the driver that picked up your load this morning at 7:30, he can run that load every day at the same time. The driver that picked up your load today at 1 o'clock, he can run that load every day at the same time. The driver that picked up your load this afternoon at 3 o'clock, or whatever the case may be, he can run that load every day at the same time. Now, why would brokers agree to this? Because they no longer have to find carriers to run that load every day now. That's one that they can pretty much slide to the side and take off their to-do list every morning. Brokers like that. Trust me, I know brokers like that. I can't tell you the number of dedicated lanes that I have set up for my carriers by doing just this, okay? Now, if you did that, you got an $800 run, a $600, and a $600. And that's without even trying to negotiate higher rates, which I would do, okay? But if you did that and they all turned out to be dedicated, you got 1,200 plus 800. That's $2,000 per day. And if you can set those up with those ran every day like that, $2,000 per day times 5 days a week, your driver's gonna be off every weekend. That's $10,000 per week. 52 weeks in a year, $520,000 dedicated lane. And if you are the dispatcher on that, and if you're charging, I charge 10%. Why do I charge 10%? Because I'm worth 10%. That's why. Now, some people say, well, I don't pay more than 5%. It was fine. You use somebody else. But I charge 10% because I'm worth 10%, because my goal is to set my carriers up like this. Okay. So that's why I charge 10%. Okay. So if you're like me, 10%, you're making $52,000 a year off of one dedicated lane with one carrier. See, this is how a young lady asked me earlier this week. She asked me to prove with her statement, and I would show it, but I'm not going to put it on blast like that. I'm not going to show you all the post, because I don't want to put people on blast. But I'm going to tell you what she said. She posted, stop with because I posted I can train anybody to make $100,000 a year dispatching freight from home. And she posted, stop making a claim of $100K a year unless you can prove, unless you can show you made $100K a year. Well, y'all know me. I posted my 1099 from 2018, 19, and 2020. And then she got defensive. She felt some type of way because I basically just, called her out. Because look, everybody who knows me knows that I'm the real deal. I don't just talk this smack. I run this smack. Okay, this is what I do. This is what I've been doing for the last 5 years. So this is what I do, and I know what I'm doing. I know I'm good at it. Okay, I actually started dispatching full time back in late 2017, early part of 2018. Before that, I ran a brokerage firm. And then I converted my brokerage firm into a dispatch firm in 2018, fully in January or February of 2018. And that first year, I made $104,000. Okay, 2019, I think I made about $117,000 or $127,000. 2020, I made $179,000 just from dispatching. Not from my training platform, not from anything else, just from dispatching. Okay, and then her question to me was, well, how did you do all that from dispatching? How did you manage to make that much? And was it just you? Well, come on, people. There are ways to scale your business. If I am the business owner and I'm scaling my business, if I get 5 owner-operators contracted with me, and then I give those 5 owner-operators to a dispatch agent that I hire, and I pay that dispatch agent 6% of the load fee, and I keep 4% of the load fee, isn't that still my business? Whether I'm doing it or not, it's my business. I'm scaling my business. See, a lot of these people, they have a lot to learn about how to grow, about how to survive, about how to become dominant within this industry. Okay, if you just want to stick to just doing stuff by yourself, fine, you do that. But that's not what I teach. I teach students how to scale their business, because just like me, I know they want to become a powerhouse. They want to get to the point to where they got 100 owner operators and 30 dispatch agents, each one of them dispatching 5 owner operators, and they're paying their dispatchers 6%, they're keeping 4%. That's how you scale your business. That's called scaling. Okay, for those of you who are familiar with that term, that's called scaling your business. Okay, and that's what I teach. That's what I teach. This is what I teach: how to be able to manage multiple owner operators by finding, locating, and creating dedicated lanes. And when you create dedicated lanes like that, this is the result of what you're getting. You got a carrier that's making over $500,000 a year, or $468,000 a year on a dedicated lane, and you're making $52,000 a year. That's business, people. That's business. All right, let's check with our YouTube people to see what we got any questions here. I don't have any questions this morning. Oh, okay. Y'all watching, but no questions. All right. Remember, if you got questions, ask some questions. We got about 15 more minutes here before we get off the air. And if you want to call up now and get these free loads. Now, to go back to redo this one, if you want this load that's leaving out of Henderson and going to Denver, Colorado, that load can be contacted. The broker to contact on that is Coyote Logistics, 773-904-9709. If you want the load that picks up after that one, you can call Surge Transportation at 844-591-6090. That load picks up in Fort Collins going to Cheyenne, which is a 63-mile deadhead from where you dropped off with the Denver one, and it's a 49 trip mile going to Wyoming. All right, that's what you call on that one. That one paying $600 also. If you want that third load that we just looked up, which is definitely a dedicated load, and look, there's a lot of dedicated loads. Y'all see this one right here? The Aurora to Aurora. That's dedicated too. Look at it. Look at it. Look at the pickup times. I don't know what that 4.6 doing. Why they got that all the way out to 4.6, 126, 216, 316. And that looks like a dedicated 37,000 pounds. But it's kind of spread it out. Here it is for 110, 114, but then you got it for 216, 316. Looks like it's a twice a month load. From what I'm looking at, it looks like it's a twice a month load. But then you got this one down here from Aurora to Loveland, picking up on the 10th and the 14th. Then you got another one down here from Denver to Denver. Here's that Denver to Denver again, 103 miles. There's that Denver to Denver that we're talking about, Denver to Denver, Denver to Denver. Picks up on the 4th, the 7th, the 14th, and the 21st. So you got a lot of opportunities for some dedicated, but this right here, this Saratoga to Castle Rock, that's definitely an everyday run load. That load runs every single day, 270 miles. You can easily add that to the bunch, paying $800. That is definitely an everyday run. Picks up today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, the day after that, and the day after that. That's an everyday run. That is an everyday run. If you're looking for that, you need to call Straight Line Transport, 714-840-5366. That's Straight Line Transport, 714-840-5366. And that's out of Saratoga, Wyoming, going down to Castle Rock, Colorado. Now, if I were you all, I would contact all three of these brokers, right? And see if you can get your carrier booked on it, talk to your carrier, see if they're willing to run that. I mean, I can't see a carrier if they're up in that area who wouldn't be willing to run those three loads, especially if you can get them all three as dedicated runs, repeatable runs that run every day. Because then you will have a carrier that you put on to running every day the same route, 5 days a week. Okay? He'll be back in his home area every day. Yep. Right? He'll be off every weekend. Clocking 10 grand a week. $520,000. $520,000 dedicated run. After your fee, 10%, $480,000 a year dedicated run. Look, I don't care how you look at it, that ain't no small cake. Okay, That's not chump change. That's not chump change. Okay, I don't care how you look at it. All right, and if I'm not mistaken, a van or a reefer can run all those loads. Now, especially for a dry van operator, that's definitely not chump change. Okay, that is definitely not chump change for a dry van operator. If I'm not mistaken, a van can run all these loads, van or reefer. But this one says reefer only, so that one might not be able to run by a van. But these last two can definitely be ran by vans or reefer, including this dedicated. Okay, that last one actually can be ran by a flatbed too. So there's probably some pallets of stuff that you put on the back of a you can put it on a flatbed or you put it on a van. And if you put it on a van, you can put it in a reefer. Just have to make sure it's dry and it's clean and dry. All right. No questions, no questions, no questions, no questions. Here we go. Kathy got a question. Hey, Kathy, how do you handle, say, two LTLs going in the same direction? Can you only do that if it doesn't have to be sealed? All right, less than truckloads. You can do it if the broker agrees to it. All right, even if it's sealed, you can still ask the broker, say, yeah, I know this is a sealed load, but can I pick up another load? You have to get the permission of the broker, whoever you're doing first. Now, here's what I would do. If you got two LTLs going the same direction, I would talk to both brokers, and if one of the brokers says, yes, you can do it, and my load doesn't have to be sealed or just have to be resealed, then fine, you can do it. Because then you're going to grab his load, then you're going to go grab the second load, which is sealed, right? And you don't have to open it no more. So you satisfy both. You get to satisfy both. Does that make sense to you, Captain? Just type a yes or give me the hands up, hooray, or something. Just let me know if that makes sense to you. All right? But, that's what you have to do. You're going to have to contact that broker. You're going to have to clear it with that broker because you don't want to violate, your instructions on your rate con, okay? That's something you don't want to do. You never want to violate your instructions on your rate con. So if you can handle that beforehand with the broker and get it on the rate con, then yeah, you're good to go. Good job, Captain says she got it. Yes. All right. That's what I like to hear. All right, y'all, look here. I want to thank y'all for watching again this morning. This is 2022. We're kicking off the year right. Oh, let me check my Facebook page here real quick to see if we got any questions. We got something over here on Facebook. I don't want to ignore people. See if anybody asks a question. We got a pop-up there that says I got something on Facebook. We ain't got no question over there. All right, y'all. All right. But look, for all y'all that have joined us on YouTube, for those who are watching on Facebook, I appreciate y'all for joining us. I appreciate y'all for supporting us. This year is going to be a great year for the RBBS Logistics Learning Center. As you all know, this year we got a lot of great things going on. We got our online training, okay? Got that, all right? We're doing our online training in the convenience of your home. But you all also know that we have what? We have our schools. And this year we are kicking off our actual freight logistics vocational school that is offering something that has never been offered before in this industry when it comes to training and education, when it comes to training freight brokers and dispatchers. Our school is offering guaranteed career placement. Y'all heard me right. Guaranteed career placement. We have about 15 to 20 dispatch firms, state licensed dispatch firms, and bonded freight brokerage firms who have agreed to not only supply us with instructors, but they've also agreed to offer positions to any of our graduates. That's right. They're offering positions to anyone who graduates from our course. Any graduate who graduates from our school, they are guaranteed a position with one of those dispatch firms or freight brokerage firms. It's your choice. That's never been done before. Never been done before. No one else has been able to offer guaranteed career placement. Now, why are we able to do this? Why are these freight brokerage firms and dispatch firms agreeing to do this? For one thing, they recognize that our curriculum is the most comprehensive and the most inclusive curriculum out there, which you all can look at. You can view our curriculum right on our webpage, right on our website. Okay, just click on there where it says course schedule, and it'll take you over to our curriculum page where you all can view our course curriculum. There you have it. You can pull it up. You can pull them up. One at a time, and read through the curriculums. So we have a very comprehensive curriculum and class schedule. Okay. Another reason why, because they are going to because they are also the instructors, because those firms are also supplying us with the instructors. They know that they are getting people who are trained the right way. They're getting people who they help train. So it's not like a potluck anymore. You never know what you're gonna get. Like Forrest Gump, life like a box of chocolate. Hiring freight brokers and dispatchers like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Well, this way they know what they're gonna get. And third and foremost, we're paying them $25,000. We're paying each instructor $25,000 for each 2-week course that they come down and train for. So that's right. If you own a freight brokerage firm or a dispatch firm, and you want to be a part of what we have that's going on here in Tallahassee with our actual freight logistics vocational school 2-week course. If you want to be an instructor, you must own a freight brokerage firm or a dispatch firm, and you must commit and agree to offer our graduates a position with your firm. And that position must allow them to be able to work from a remote location, their own remote office, or their home if they choose to. And if you come down and you are an instructor for one of our courses, for one of our class attendance, which is 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks of course material. It's 2 weeks. You'll be one of 4 instructors that conducts each course. We are paying the instructors $25,000 each for 2 weeks of work. Now, you all will come down about 2 weeks before that, so you're actually spending an entire month here in Tallahassee. But guess what? We are paying for your travel expenses. We're paying for your hotel accommodations. We're paying for your meals while you're here. We also provide you with 4 Uber and Lyft vouchers per day while you're here. So, are we doing this big? We are doing this huge. No one else. There's no other school. There's no other freight broker, dispatch, freight broker agent, vocational school out there that is offering what we are offering to our students and to our instructors. Okay? So if you all want to get behind this, if you've got people who are interested in learning, hey, refer them over to our website, RBBSLLC.com. And if you want to go to our online, we have an online training program, which is RBBSLLC.com 100K from home. But our regular link is RBBSLLC.com. You can forward people over there. I'm going to put it here onto the thing here so you all can see it. There it is. That is our school's website address. From there, students can register. Students can also apply for financing to finance their tuition. Tuition is $7,500, and tuition includes air travel or bus, if they want to come by, Greyhound or Megabus, or if they want to rent a car, we'll pay for a full size or an SUV rental car for them to come down. It also includes the hotel accommodations while they are here. It also includes 3 restaurant meals per day while they're here. It also includes Uber and Lyft rides, 4 of them per day while they are here. Uber and Lyft vouchers, 4 Uber and Lyft vouchers per day while they're here. Jelena says, hi, I recently took a course on truck dispatching course, and now I am looking for truck drivers to start dispatching for them. Can you help? Yes. Look, join our network. Now, I know you're not joining our network to take the course, but our network provides the tools and resources that dispatchers need to be successful. And we save you money. Because right now, you got to pay for your own load boards. Is that correct, Gina? You can answer me right here, just type it in yes or no. Right now, you got to pay for your own load boards. Load boards are costing you somewhere between $39 per month and $149 per month, depending on which load boards you're joining. The average dispatcher, in order to be successful, is going to need access to at least 4 or 5 load boards. That right there is going to cost you somewhere between $300 and $400 per month. But if you join our platform, you're paying a $39.95 per month fee to join our platform. You get access to more than 100 load boards that we pay for, because we worked out deals with various load boards where we pay a much higher monthly fee because they know that we have students that we are training and we provide access to the load boards for. So we pay a higher premium fee for the load boards to be able to allow our students to be able to use our access. So in other words, you don't have to pay for load boards when you join our platform. We also pay for lifetime memberships to the shippers, right? We have a lifetime membership to a source that provides us with access to all 19 million plus direct verified shippers. So you don't have to pay for shippers list. The average shippers list now, people are charging somewhere between $500 and $2,500 for a shipper list, depending on how many shippers you have on and how verified they are. But guess what? The shippers that we provide you access to, you go to the site that we have our membership to, you go to it, you look for your shippers, and it not only gives you a list of the shippers, but it gives you the name of the person in charge. It gives you the phone number of the person in charge. It gives you the email address, the direct email address of the person who is in charge, so you know that the person you are contacting is going to have that title there, distribution plant manager. It's going to have vice president, owner, president, shipping, distribution manager, or whatever it is. It's going to have their title there, so you know you're dealing with the person who can make a decision, and not someone who's got to check with someone, who's got to check with someone, who's got to check with someone. Okay. We also provide you access to our logistics library that has every word, phrase, and term ever used in trucking. You also get access to our 140,000 hours of video content. These are operational training videos that we've been recording since 2017. No one has that much video content. On top of that, we have live training. Now, most people, when they join our platform, they're not joining for the training. They're joining for those tools and resources, because those tools and resources will save you money, okay? And you can sign up for that. Let me show you here where you can sign up for that at. You can sign up for that at our services area. You go down here to online training. And this is our online training area right here. And basically tells you right here, our online platform will train you to earn 100K plus from home, dispatching freight, and provide the online network, tools, resources, and training to ensure your success. Now, when we say a network, we have more than 2,967 industry professionals. These are all freight brokers, dispatch firm owners, owner operators, shippers, distribution plant managers. They're all part of our network, and we actually bring you all together in our private groups on social media. We have several private groups on Facebook where only our members can access. which means you have to be a part of our network. You have to be one of our subscription paying members to access that network, our networks on Facebook. We also have a live private club on Clubhouse. For those of y'all who don't know what Clubhouse is, it's a platform where anybody who is a member can go into that private Clubhouse meeting and start a conversation and invite all the other members of our private group, which is that 2,967 members group that we have there. You can invite them in, and anytime you start a meeting on Clubhouse or you start a conversation on Clubhouse, everybody gets that link through their messaging and their social media link. They get it, and then they can come join in with you. So at any given time, you go to our Clubhouse meeting, and you're going to have conversations going on there. And we're not talking about when you just text, because Clubhouse, you actually talk to each other. Like I'm talking to you all now, everybody's talking back and forth. I mean, you're talking to each other. It's an actual live voice chat group. Okay? So when you're talking about networking, we have the network. Okay? So here's what you get. You get access to more than 100 load boards. You get access to more than 140,000 hours of operational training videos. You get access to more than 19 million direct shippers. You get access to every registered owner operator in the United States. You get access to live training. You get access to our logistics library. You also get access to our network of more than 2,967 industry professionals. Whew. That's a lot. You get all of that. And of course, we also have private consultation. Now, private consultation, those are not free unless you're getting our premium membership. If you get our premium membership, you get all this stuff here, plus you also get 3 hours of private consultations monthly. That's a $300 value because we charge $100 an hour for private consultation. And you don't just get 3 hours of private consultation with anybody, you get 3 hours of private consultation with me every month. Okay? That's a $300 value. And trust me, if you're having a private conversation with me, there is nothing you can't ask me that I don't have some input on. Okay, I've been an owner operator. I was a company driver with Covenant. Y'all know who Covenant Transport is. That's a team driving truck company. The truck never stops. One sleep, one drive. One sleep, one drive. So I have a lot of driving experience. I was an owner operator, ran my own truck. I lease my own trucks out now. So I know that side of the business as well. I ran my own freight brokerage firm, converted it over into a dispatch firm, have my own training platform. So I'm very versed in all things freight, all things logistics, all things trucking. Okay. And I promise you, anything that you come to me with, and this is very rare, very, very rare. If I don't know it, we will find it together. And I've only had to do that twice in the last 3 years. Look something up together with someone. All right. So, but there it is. We have different, enrollments. You can enroll into our $99.95 platform, which requires no upfront enrollment fee. It's just a straight $99.95 per month. That one includes everything you see here, and you get the 3 hours of private consultation. We have a veterans enrollment for those of you who were in the military. If you were in the military or you're still in the military, we have a veterans enrollment, which is $249.95 plus tax on your enrollment fee, and it's $29.95 per month to access all your back office tools, resources, training, support, all that stuff you see up here. And then we have our regular enrollment, the individual enrollment, which is $349.95 plus tax on your enrollment fee, and $39.95 per month to access all your back office tools, resources, training, support. Now, for those of you who are wondering, well, why the $99 is so much higher per month? Because you don't have to put up any type of upfront enrollment fees. If you put up an upfront enrollment fee, you have a much lower monthly payment. If you don't do an enrollment fee, you have a higher monthly payment to access our back office tools and resources. All right, and let me give you all the link to this one, so you all can go here and pick your choice and sign up if you so choose to. But yeah, most people join our platform not for the training. Most people join our platform for the tools and resources. We have people who join our platform who never come to any of our live trainings, but they're constantly in our back office, I'm accessing those load boards, those shippers lists, you know, those carrier. We have a carrier locator site within our back office that we give you the access to, so you can go in, you can pull up and connect with every registered owner operator in the country. So, and on top of that, we provide you with scripts and training on those scripts on what to say to the owner operator to get them to sign your dispatch agreement, what to say to the shippers to get them to start adding you to their load list every morning, what to say to other brokers to get them to start sending you their load list every morning. We provide you scripts on all that stuff and training on how to present those scripts. We also, provide you with all your documents, your sample dispatch agreement. We have a sample dispatch agreement that you can use. We have a sample onboarding site for those of you who are brokers and you want to, set up your onboarding. We show you how to do that. We have broker training every Saturday from 10:15 till about 12:15 every morning. Every Thursday night, we have dispatch training from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time until about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, every day, every morning here at 6 a.m., we have the load board report where we give away free freight. We talk about how to book freight. And, it's a free service and a look at how we train all at the same time. So that's our commitment to you all, okay? So if you are a existing dispatch firm, if you are new to this industry and you want to learn the dispatching, if you are just wanting to start your own home-based business, this is the perfect home-based business. So any of those things, if you are an existing dispatch firm and you want to stop paying for all these separate load boards and you want to save money and just pay one monthly fee and get access to more than 100 load boards, get access to more than 19 million plus shippers, get access to every owner operator registered in the country, access to all your documents and contracts and agreement form things you need to run your dispatch firm, access to live training, access to our $140,000 of videos. If you want that type of access that's going to save you on average $400 per month, join our platform. Because we're not just a training platform. That's what everybody else does. Everybody else does training, an ebook, how to, or whatever the case may be. That's not what we do. That's not what we do. We also do training, but that's not our main thing. Our main thing is tools, resources, networking, which is very powerful because you all get to talk to each other. I mean, how many other platforms do you know that allow their students to gather and talk to each other? Now, don't ask me why they don't. You can surmise to why they would not want their students gathering and talking to each other, but we provide a platform for our students to gather and talk to each other. So that should tell you something right there about how different we are as far as what we offer and what else has to offer. Our platform saves you money, okay? Our online training platform not only provides you solid training, but it saves you money, okay? So it is what it is. And of course, our school, top notch. There's no other on-site school out there. There's no other on-site school out there that can come close to what we offer. Guaranteed career placement. Guaranteed career placement. Tuition, everything's included in the tuition. All right. Thank you all. I appreciate y'all for joining us here again. I thank you all. I thank you all. I thank you all. Hey, 2022. This is the year, y'all. This is the year. We're here because we all survived what? Woo! 2020, 2021. The years of the pandemic, COVID. We survived. We got through it. I had COVID twice. First time it almost killed me. It did. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was hurting. I was down, but I wasn't out. But I got through it. So, and here I am. Do you have access to Pro Dispatch by TASK? We have a partnership with TASK, but we don't have. You can get access to Pro Dispatch through TASK. We do have a partnership with TASK through our Assurance USA. Okay, we we're TASK affiliate partners where we provide the factoring. You get factoring through us through TASK, get the fuel discount card through us through TASK, get the tire discount card, for tires and stuff, where I think the truck drivers only pay up to a certain amount depending on what city you're in. So you save you good money on tires and on fuel and stuff like that. We have the factoring that you can get through us through TASK. I have to check with our affiliate rep to see if we can provide you with Pro Dispatch through TASK. Now, I know you can link to Pro Dispatch through us through TASK, but I'm not sure if you're going to be able to get it and not cost you anything. I think TASK is still going to charge you for the dispatching or whatever that is that they do with the Pro Dispatch. But I have to check on that for you. Okay, all right. We do provide. Well, we don't provide you free access to it, but you can get access to a TMS. And there's another one that I'm looking at. I'm trying to work out something with this other one that would allow us to be able to get it and then provide it free to our members. But that requires some negotiation, just like I had to do with the load boards. I have to negotiate with them to come up with a fee that they would, like us to have. And normally, when that happens, we have to pay a large amount of money. I mean, we don't pay the same $39 a month to a load board or $149 a month. On average, we're paying a couple $1,000 a month to a load board. Now, how can we afford this? Because we have more than 1,200 subscription paying members, all paying anywhere from $29 up to $99 per month. So you can imagine that our platform and training brings in a lot of money. So we pay out a lot of money to have access to this stuff too. So we have to work out something that's going to be equitable for both TASK and for us in order to be able to get that type of access where we can just freely give it to our members like we do with our load boards and everything else. But as always, everything is always a work in progress. We're always working to make things better, bring better tools and resources. We're always adding new tools and resources. We're always negotiating with people and trying to work out things the best that we can, if it can be worked out. All right. But with that being said, I thank you all. It's about 7:30. I've got some carriers that I've got to call and do my dispatching thing today and stuff. Most of my carriers are on dedicated runs, on dedicated lanes, but I do have a few carriers that I've signed on. Oh, I am entertaining the thought of adding a new dispatch division to my company. And I'm thinking about adding a dedicated box truck and splitter van, or box truck and cargo van dispatching division, where all we would deal with is box trucks and cargo vans. Okay. Give us some input back on that if y'all think that's a great idea, whatever case may be. But that's what I'm thinking I'm going to start doing, because people don't know how to dispatch box trucks. I don't have a problem with dispatch box trucks because I know what to look for in loads to make them compatible with box trucks. That's the thing. We did a load board report, and I did a private consultation on how to dispatch box trucks. Y'all need to go and check that out, because box trucks are not that hard to find loads for. The reason why it's hard because brokers don't classify their loads as being box truck compatible. Okay, so you have to know what to look for to spot the compatibility. Then you have to contact the broker and make them aware that their load is ideal for a box truck. Okay, and I give you all some advantages to share with the broker of why a box truck is much more suitable for the loads that they have that are box truck compatible than putting them on a big truck. But if you do that, you got no problem with dispatching box truck and get some great paying lanes. I've set some box trucks up on. I set a box truck up on a $500,000 dedicated lane per year. No lie. No lie. Seriously. 3 pickups and drops. And each one of them was paying, somewhere 8. One was paying $1,100, one was paying $800, one was paying $600. But anyway, it turned out to be about $2,600 per day, 5 days a week. Home every night, off every weekend. Woo! Was he happy? Yes, he was. All right. With that being said, y'all have a great morning. Enjoy your new year. Happy New Year's, everybody. 2022 is going to be grand. I feel it. I know it. And I hope you all feel it and know it too. Thank y'all again. I appreciate y'all for joining me this morning on the Load Board Report. Don't forget to join me tomorrow morning, same bat channel, same bat time, for a look at what's going on in your neck of the woods when it comes to freight and load availability. This has been Calvin Butler with the Load Board Report and the RBBS Logistics Learning Center and the National Dispatchers Network. And thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. You all have a great morning. Bye, everybody.